Hello, this video is made to explain the current situation going on with Jess, Joshua, JT, whatever you wish to call them, but for the sake of this video, they will be referred to as Jess. Addressing the lolicon situation, during my time with Jess, I had been forced to draw, partake, and watch lolly content. During the time I had been dating him, I was 16 to 18, and I was forcefully conditioned to like things that no human should like. If you know any kind of basic human behavior in adolescent sciences at all, this is a time period where the human brain grows at its most, and many things can be imprinted onto young people very easily. I was manipulated and told what I was doing was okay as long as it was kept secret, and I was lulled in and conditioned to like illegal things, such as what I'm going to mention within this video. In Jess's video, they explained that I coerced people to defend me, along with mentioning I did the same to my partner, trying to say I had forced her into liking this stuff as well. None of this is true, as I had openly come clean in an announcement I made to my whole server and had shown everyone I was going to change. In addition, I pushed myself to change. I additionally made an agreement with my partner that if I did not change, she could end my relationship immediately. However, I am still lovingly within a relationship with her at the time, as I have indeed worked on my mental health and moved past having such interest in these illegal kinks. Jess goes on to explain that therapy in California is expensive and that I could have not gotten therapy in any shape or form. It is not, especially when using therapy services such as BetterHelp or Sutter Health. You can get your insurance to help and get your therapy priced at only $50 to $40 or less. I had gotten my insurance to help with some of the payment, and my loving mother, who had additionally helped me pay for my therapy for several months, with Jess then saying I begged for $30 was because I do not in fact get the money myself. My mother pays for it directly from her card instead of sending it me directly. Touching on to the ERP situation, I did not cheat on my partner with Jess. I had ERP with Jess for the sake of manipulating her for more information, in which I did, in fact, succeed multiple times. She acts as if she knew all along, claiming in her video that she simply wanted to play along with her scheme. However, she would kneel on her knees if it meant being slightly sexual with her. I do indeed admit that I had sent a couple images I shouldn't have of my own body, but she had in fact had images of my own body from me from 2 years of when we dated, so I had figured it was time at the time it was fine. On to Jess saying that I had been cheating on my partner with her. I was not. My partner has known about the entire ERP situation and was fine with it. Additionally, my partner is fine with me ERPing with others of mine as she is incredibly traumatized from being raped by Jess.
Let them have free will. Yet you're the one who raped Eris. Am I not wrong?
That's my name. And it was a fucking dumb mistake that I did.
I'm
And
sorry I'm not the manipulative one.
This and that she cannot be touched or give affection normally, as I am currently working with my partner to help her recover from it as much as I can in any shape or capacity that I am able to help her with. Rebuking the claims back onto Jess and Yumiko, which is Jess's anonymous witness. Both are not in the clearest on the slightest. Yumiko is a pedophile alongside Jess, and we have evidence as recent as March of Jess admitting to grooming others, such as Bowie, Azure, and others online, as well as a recent testimony of another minor being groomed until they were 18 by Jess. With all this, there's also a video of Jess admitting her misdeeds on YouTube as well. On to Yumiko. On March 27th, she had admitted to me and my partner that she was indeed attracted to Lolicon, with the culprit being Jess that had brought this kink back up, due to their recent 2-year relationship, where Yumiko had assumed that Jess indeed would change, being their main driver to keep their relationship going. However, stated by Yumiko herself, Jess did not in fact change. Now, the reason I had not brought this up to others is I was taking my therapy more secretly and did not intend to bring it up. Me and my partner had been accepting for her as I had assumed that she had been getting therapy for herself as well. It was shown that she did not, in fact, change, showing that she had lolly content which she had sent to me several times because she had felt safe around me. I figured it was okay at the time, as we had been both in the same boat, but I do indeed see how wrong it was, and how wrong I was for trusting her this long. With her additionally DMing me recently saying she was, quote, suspicious of me and that she was never a friend all along. I had wanted to help her change, and she had shown it multiple times, but unfortunately, it seems to have been pulled away from her. Back to Jess. There are images as recent of 04/04/2025 of her sending Shotokan on adult content, and ironically enough, evidence given to us from Yumiko herself on 2/5/2025 of Jess commissioning a 15-year-old top modeler to make NSFW blockstrap mods, which has text pertaining to being such as minor property and tots ride free, and other such disgusting text. On the next couple days after getting Jess's partner to abandon her, Azur, they had begun to show us images of Jess on 4/10/2025 of her admitting to grooming a user by the name of Bowie and having the pronouns such as Jessie's/slut at the time of being groomed. My ending thoughts in this situation is that it's needlessly being dragged on. I simply wish to live with my partner in peace and get on with my server and building my community. I try to distance myself more and more from the drama, but in the end, I keep on getting new pieces of evidence against Jess that ends up pulling me back into this drama. This will, however, most likely be the last video I ever make on this topic and wish to continue this no further. Another last note in this video is to Jess, as I know you are indeed watching this video. You are prohibited from using any of my copyrighted characters in any capacity, medium, or otherwise, whether it be artistic, derogatory, or in friend nature. All characters under the Crystal Verse and any of its content by me is strictly under my copyright and will not be infringed on. Failure to abide by this, and I will not hesitate to take legal action further against you to the fullest extent of way I may charge you with. Characters upon creation, being unique in their own given form, and additionally being attached to a story, like how I do, means that they are fully under copyright and immediately under my copyright, as I own every single character and my own story. Additionally, in a recent tweet stated by Jess, they're claiming that I live in their head or that they live in my head rent free. This is not the case. I simply did not want to continue this drama any further after she had made her video admitting to everything that she had done. However, it is her that brought it back up. And ironically, all of this being continued is in fact from her doing things and being more and more bold over time with her being a pedophile. Now, I will be ending the video here. Have a good day.